My spirit guides put that Hollywood movie Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis on my Netflix feed for me to watch on Sunday. And today is Wednesday, I think. And I had watched that movie before. It's an old movie, so of course I had watched that movie before. But it was put on my Netflix feed for me to watch again now by my spirit guides for a reason. I guess they want to give another message through me. And as usual, as always, it's about religion, race, ethnicity, different ethnic groups, but mainly about religion. Now, the movie is about a rescue mission where Bruce Willis, who's playing the character of a US Navy SEAL, and then that reminds me, like I was getting a message about a SEAL, a Navy SEAL. I don't know if there's a Navy SEAL watching me here on my channel or hanging around my channel, and I don't know if it's an op or a friendly at this point, but I find that interesting that that's coming up again through this movie message as well. But yeah, the movie is about a rescue mission where Bruce Willis, who is a US Navy SEAL, that's US Navy Special Forces, because Navy SEALs are Special Forces or Special Ops, and he goes in with his Special Ops or Special Forces team behind enemy lines to rescue a doctor or a mission doctor, Monica Bellucci. She's playing the character of a doctor or a mission doctor in the movie. But the background theme in the movie is about religious tensions between Muslims and Christians in Nigeria. Oh, goodness. So yeah, we have religious tensions between Muslims and Christians in Nigeria too. Well, isn't it a phenomena that is happening all over the world between different religions? Can I even call it a phenomena? I don't know why I'm saying phenomena, but it's like, this is mainly about religion and religious tensions between different religions, mainly Muslims and Christians, in the context of this particular movie. So is it just a movie, or is it something that happened in real life and is happening in real life? Of course, this is not just about a movie, and of course, this is not just a movie. These things have happened and are happening in real life still, in the name of religion mainly, and race and ethnicity and ethnic groups, different ethnic groups. And if there's anything else, etc., then. So can we just take it lightly? Can we just take it as, oh, it's just a movie? No. And I was looking it up quickly, and here's what it says on Google. Tears of the Sun, Africa Christian Action. It's saying Tears of the Sun begins with some real-life news footage. Real-life news footage. So real life. The emphasis is on real life. News footage of violence and murder in the streets with a voiceover reporting on a brutal new civil war in Nigeria. Now let me share a couple of quick clips from the movie here, but I can't share the visuals because, you know, they're copyrighted. But I'll be able to share the English subtitles with a blank screen in the background, but you know, the message is in the subtitles. So let's have a quick look at that, and then I'll come back and continue with the message from Spirit. Call it God if you want to call it God. Call it the universe if you want to call it the universe. Call it Holy Spirit if you want to call it Holy Spirit, or whatever other labels. Call it Allah. Call it Jesus Christ, or just Christ. You know, whatever labels people have in their own religions, or in different religions. And different parts of the world and different cultures, you know, or Bhagwan or whatever, you know, whatever label you have for that universal force, that universal energy.
That had been brewing for months in Nigeria exploded yesterday as exiled General Mustafa Yakubu orchestrated a swift and violent coup against the democratically elected government of President Samuel Azuka. In the land with 120 million people and over 250 ethnic groups, there had been a long-standing history of ethnic enmity, particularly between the Fulani Muslims in the north and Christian Igbo in the south. The victorious Fulani rebels have taken to the streets as periodic outbursts of violence continue all over the country. Tens of thousands have been killed in the fighting or executed thereafter. Fearing ethnic cleansing, the majority of the Igbo have abandoned their homes and are fleeing the city or searching for sanctuary wherever they may find it. For now, General Yakubu has taken control of most of the country and appears firmly in charge. There's no word yet on the United Nations reaction to the coup, but United States forces have already begun to evacuate its embassy.
Intel estimates 5,000 Yakubu troops scattered throughout this sector. Now, they've taken over government armories, and unfortunately, we have been supplying them for far too many years. In addition, local militia are killing anyone who goes to a different church. All right.
And where it says the local militia are killing anyone who goes to a different church. Killing anyone who goes to a different church, or killing anyone who belongs to a different religion. The message is the same. Or we can even add, because you know the movie does mention different ethnic groups and ethnic cleansing and ethnic genocide or mass killing or ethnic mass killing. Not just mentions, but it shows some of that too, which is actually quite graphic and extremely disturbing as well. But if that is the reality of things, out there, then that is the reality. And that's why I was saying, is this just a movie? No, this is not just a movie. This is happening in real life. This is what people are doing to other people, to other human beings in real life. And why? In the name of religion or race or religion and race and ethnicity and different ethnic groups. Let's read a little bit more on the movie here. What's ethnic cleansing? Ethnic cleansing is the systematic, forced removal of ethnic, racial, and religious groups from a given area with the intent of making a region ethnically homogeneous. So we have all the issues being mentioned here. Ethnic, racial, ethnic, which would be, ethnicity and different ethnic groups, racial, which would be race, and religious groups, which would be, that would be about religion. What else? Ethnic cleansing has been defined as the attempt to get rid of people, even through mass killing. Yeah. What else do we have here? Tears of the Sun, 2003. Christian spotlight on the movies. The story takes place in Nigeria, where Muslim mobs have been rampaging, murdering, raping, and mutilating Christians in remote villages. I'm talking real life stuff. Yeah, Tears of the Sun, Africa Christian Action. I shared this before, but I'll read it here again. Tears of the Sun begins with some real life news footage of violence and murder in the streets, with a voiceover reporting on a brutal new civil war in Nigeria. What else? Having extracted Dr. Kendricks or Monica Bellucci, the squad witnessed the gut-wrenching sight of murdered men and women. And more. I mean, the ones, people who have seen the movie, or if they will watch this movie, or if they would be interested in watching this movie after I've shared this message here, then yeah, there's a scene in a village, as I said, that's pretty graphic and extremely disturbing, and that's what it's being mentioned here. Let's keep going. Tears of the Sun and Nigeria. A film without context? What? Yeah, when ignorance speaks, or when ignorants speak, then they would say something like this. But never mind them, right? It says Kendricks from a village in Nigeria before a newly installed military leader, a Muslim Fulani, start ethnic cleansing of Christian, it's Igbos or Ibus in the village. Tears of the Sun is a 2003 American action thriller film depicting a fictitious U.S. Navy SEAL team rescue mission amidst the civil war in Nigeria. Now, what's fictitious about it? There's nothing fictitious about it. Even, U.S. Navy SEALs are real. But anyway, I know what they mean, but I'm also saying what I'm saying, and I hope you're getting my drift. And of course, there's nothing fictitious about the real life events of ethnic cleansing and the religious tension between Muslims and Christians in Nigeria that's depicted, like in the background. That's kind of like the background theme going on in the movie here. That's not fictitious either, is it? But anyway, we're just talking about, I think they just mean Bruce Willis, the actor Bruce Willis playing a U.S. Navy SEAL character as fictitious, whatever. Tears of the Sun review. The latest is, oh no, hang on, did I miss one? Yeah. Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis and Monica Bellucci is loosely about the turmoil between the Muslim North and the Christian South in Nigeria. I guess the latest is, why? Not I guess. I mean, that is, they're talking about Nigeria. So, Tears of the Sun review, SBS Movies, SBS Special Boat Service. Yeah, well, there's that too. Right, the latest is Tears of the Sun, set in Nigeria, where a coup has taken place with the bad guys, i.e. the Muslims, gaining power, Christians, something. I'm not gonna go into the link. Yeah, Tears of the Sun. Between northern Fulani Muslims and southern Christian Ibu. I think that's how it's pronounced. Ibu. Has made a war movie, and marauding Muslim militias are slaughtering all Christians. Yeah, so that's a little bit more about the movie. This is not just about a movie. This is about real life. And I'm just wondering how much longer is all this going to continue? All this hate and hatred and division, dividing people, and even killing people in the name of religion, race, ethnicity, or different ethnic groups, or any other differences between human beings. And I'm just wondering, when are we going to stop looking at people as a religion, or as a race, or as an ethnicity, or an ethnic group, or even as a religious group, or a religious sect, or a religious branch? Because there are different religious groups and sects and branches as well out there that, people have further divided themselves into. When is this all going to stop? When are we going to stop looking at people just as a religion, or a race, or an ethnicity, or an ethnic group, or a religious group, or a religious sect, or a religious branch? When? And hating people and dividing people and even killing people over those things. And when are we going to start looking at other people as human beings, just like we are? Not look at them as a religion, or just as a religion, or a race, or anything like that, but actually look at them as other human beings, just like us, just like we are. When are human beings going to start looking at other human beings as human beings, and not as a religion, not as a race, not as an ethnicity or an ethnic group, and not as a religious group or a religious sect or a religious branch. None of that. When are we going to start looking at each other as human beings? When? When? When?
Activity is high as foreign nationals continue to be evacuated from all over Nigeria.
Gentlemen, we're going to have to put you back in. Your prime objective is to extract Dr. Lena Kendricks. Our presence underground will be considered hostile.
My name is Lieutenant Waters. I'm with the U.S. Navy. I'm here to get you and your people out.
It was a routine rescue operation.
Get your people together. This jungle is filling up with rebel troops. When they get to this mission, they will kill everything they see.
But in a country at war with itself,
The entire presidential family has been assassinated.
everything can change. In a moment.
Birds are taking heavy fire and we're no longer entering Nigerian airspace. Right now, you are on your own.
Now, behind enemy lines,
Send all our men to Kasanga.
we got trouble.
Intel estimates 5,000 rebels converging on your area.
Everybody down!
To complete his mission,
That's us.
Let's go now.
he would have to make the ultimate choice.
What about my people?
Not here for them.
It's been strongly suggested that we can abandon these refugees out here. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to do that. Can't do that.
I strongly advise you complete the evacuation as planned.
You know as well as I do what's going to happen to him if I leave him out here.
That is not your mission. Your unit is not equipped to handle the additional threat.
My team will complete this mission.
Get these people ready to go now.
Wait for my go.